Hello! I didn't make a video last week and it wasn't as if I didn't want to. It's just that at 10 PM last Sunday I realised, oh my god, I haven't made a video! And by the end of Sunday, even if I had made a video at that point, it wouldn't have uploaded in time. Like the YouTube uploader. I mean, it's almost as if in my laziness, days no longer have any meaning. You know what I'm saying? I've reached a stage in my life where I've attained what I like to call divine sloth mode. And you may be asking, Nick, how do I attain divine sloth mode? Let me put it this way. You know you've come across this nirvana of peace and lethargy when you start to avoid stairs. It's not even a matter of walking. It's simply how to get down them with least effort. Instead of taking 14 steps, you simply slide down. And instead of landing, you just crumple, simply because it's too much effort to land. Just trust me, it does help if you put down a protective mattress. This mattress technique has been immensely useful recently, and I'll tell you why. It cuts down on average stair descending time by up to 5 century bongs a day. What? You don't know what a century bong is? Who are you? Okay, I'll tell you what it means. A century bong is a standard unit of time for the sloth community, representing 1/100th of a day, and shown on screen now is a graphical representation of the average century bong distribution for a sloth on a regular weekday. 50 on sleeping, 30 on television, 14 on eating, and 6 on walking. Unfortunately for sloths, only 6 century bongs of effort should be expended per day. As if an excess of 10 century bongs are used for effort, this excess physical exertion will cause vital bodily functions to stop working. So, to avoid this, let me present to you a philosophical Top 5 guide for the retention of functioning organs. Number 5. If you've been paying attention, then you should already know this. It is the mattress tip aforementioned earlier in the video. And you may be thinking that's too much effort, but in the long run, no it is not. 4. Expend all necessary effort, century bongs, over a couple of days to move living essentials into one area where you plan to stay for the next couple of days. For example, if you move your fridge to your bedroom, your television to your bedroom, etc, etc, you're not going to have to move, and that's less effort for you. Number 3. Pro tip. For a sloth, constipation isn't cool, although I can't actually think when constipation is cool under any circumstance. An extra century bong can be wasted under circumstances of extreme bowel congestion and must therefore be avoided at all times. The use of a bidet also over toilet paper is advisable. 2. Meditation is helpful as it combats stress. Stress can be counted as effort. Effort is bad. Therefore, meditation is good. 1. A very important tip is be vague. Committing to activities could be fatal. So just use the maybes and the mights and you should just breeze on through life. As a little extra, a good tip is to look out for sweat. If you start sweating, there's a good chance that you could be wasting energy. Immediately take essential action. This can mean simply lying down as you are and taking a breather, or if you feel that you can risk it, you can try moving to the nearest sofa with a very sophisticated economics magazine which you definitely have no intention of reading. Most of my efforts in churabongs this week were used up by clearing out my cupboard, which was overflowing with discernible amounts of rubbish. This means that instead of doing the yellow review, I'm going to show you a few things I found. Firstly, who's hungry? I know I am. And the smell of sweet, sweet pie coming from next door really isn't helping. Now I want to establish by hunger I mean a gut-wrenching, insatiable hunger for knowledge. And by smell I mean the satisfying smell of an old dusty book. And yes, if you hadn't guessed it already, and by pi I meant pi the mathematical value. Almost as boring as fractals images of chaos, I know. However, can you tell me the millionth digit of pi? I can't either. But this book can. At the bottom of every page, for this entire book, because every page of this book has little numbers printed at the side. And by the last page, it's reached the millionth digit. And that digit is 1. Whew, that was enlightening, I mean boring. Now, if any of you have been to the US of A, then in a spur of insanity, you may have decided to take a big bite of soft American soil, and for a few minutes you may have felt the tingle of liberty in your mouth. However, with these all-exclusive communist mints, you can have that minty fresh feel of oppression and beef stroganoff in your mouth wherever you go. Yum! If you're gonna play the bongos or take drugs, do it in style. With this big pimping Rastafarian hat. Let me establish something here. Don't do drugs. Because I've heard from the grapevine, you start seeing things like this. Ah! Ah! And yes, this is Fred, my creepy year 9 art project. What was that, Fred? Yeah. You want a communist mint? That's right, he's looking into your soul! Finally, to finish off, I thought I'd show you a pretty cool yellow man. I can't really see his purpose, however, he is so cool and stretchy. He just wants to give the camera a hug, you see. That's about all, really. Oh, and by the way, I'm in America for the next 3 weeks, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with videos. I'll try and work something. Bye!
You have just had the indescribably incredible pleasure of watching All Things Yellow. Don't forget to tune in next week. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. We love you. Peace.